Hi, my name is Beth McCord, founder of Your Enneagram Coach. And if you've ever heard of the Enneagram and thought to yourself, what is this word Enneagram that my friends and family and coworkers keep talking about? Well, then this video is for you. So the word Enneagram comes from the Greek word ennea, which means 9, and gram, which means drawing, because the Enneagram is a 9-pointed geometric figure. And each of the points on this geometric star figure represents 9 different personality types, with each having valid perspectives, interpretations, and responses to circumstances that happen in life. So you can think of these 9 valid personality perspectives as like 9 different colored lenses that you wear in your sunglasses. So you've got purple and blue and orange, all the different colors of 9 types. So while for me, I might be wearing purple lenses, my husband might be wearing orange and a coworker might be wearing blue. So as you can imagine, each of us, or each of the main types on the Enneagram, are seeing the world through their own perspective, which leads to different ways of thinking, feeling, and reacting to the same circumstances or topics compared to the other main types and the way they see it, right? For me, I discovered the Enneagram back when I was a young, exhausted mom in the early 2000s. At that time, I struggled to understand my husband, my children, but actually the real problem was I didn't understand my own self, my inner motivations, and why I did what I did. The Enneagram helped me to understand my unique wiring, which helped me to avoid common pitfalls and common negative patterns that I was dealing with. And over time, I grew into a better parent, a spouse, coworker, and a good friend. And I know that the Enneagram can do the same for you. Well, the Enneagram brings us clarity to our inner world, because it explains why we interpret and react to circumstances differently, which can help us to understand and show compassion first to ourselves, but also to one another. It reveals why we think, feel, and behave in particular ways based on the 4 core motivations, which is the core fear, core desire, core weakness, and our core longing. We are always trying to fulfill our core longing, which is the message our heart longs to hear. But in the process, we are running away from our core fear. This is what we're trying to prevent from happening. We're running towards our core desire, that thing that you're striving to obtain, and all the while stumbling over our type's core weakness. This is the issue our personality is always struggling with. Well, we use our main type's personality strategies to protect ourselves from our core fear and core weakness, and to get our core desire and core longing met. Now, the strategies that we each use are different. So the type 1 uses the strategy of perfectionism, type 2, helping, type 3, achieving, type 4s use creating, type 5s, thinking, type 6s, they're preparing, type 7s, they're planning, type 8s are protecting, and type 9s, well, they're withdrawing. The Enneagram isn't about labeling you or putting you in a box. I know a lot of us think that, but when it is used correctly, the Enneagram doesn't create stereotypes. In fact, the Enneagram produces awareness, empathy, understanding, and those aha moments to get you out of the box, to get you out of the patterns that you're so tired of experiencing. Now, one thing I'll let you know is that the Enneagram, there are a lot of layers and nuances to it. Even people with the same Enneagram type, so those same core motivations, they can appear very differently. For example, at Your Enneagram Coach, we represent the type 9s as having a purple lens. But go into a paint store and you're looking for a purple, well, guess what? Which shade of purple, which color of purple, right? Just because you're looking for purple, that doesn't mean there's just one color of purple. So by learning about the Enneagram and all the different layers helps you to understand that though they may have the same main type with its core motivations, with all the other layers, the nuances, each person of a main Enneagram type can look and appear and react a little bit differently, which is great because that just represents us. Humans, right? We're all different. We're all unique, and we're all created in a very special way. Well, the Enneagram, you can also think of it as like a map, or better yet, a GPS that helps you to know your current location, which is your main Enneagram type, and where you're heading. Hopefully, your healthiest destination, right? Now, we get off path sometimes, right? And that's not very fun. So you can think of the Enneagram also as a helpful tool, like a rumble strip on the highway. You know, the rumble strips are that irritating, sounds that when you start veering off course, you want to wake up to it, right? So we want those rumble strips in our life. We want those alert systems in our life to go, oh, right. If I keep doing this, if I keep thinking this way or feeling this way, I know that I will fall into the common pitfall that trips me up time and time again. So the Enneagram in the same way can help you to become aware of these patterns, these negative thought feeling patterns or reactions that you have so that you don't veer off in a bad way, but that you stay on your healthiest path. Now, I know no one wants a spotlight on their weaknesses, but rest assured that the Enneagram is a non-judgmental friend. There is no shame in this process. That's why the Enneagram is so compelling. There are so many personality and programs out there that focus on the outward behaviors, but the Enneagram is different because it goes deeper than most because it shines a light on the motivations behind your behaviors and reveals aspects of your personality that you're unaware of. It brings awareness to your self-sabotaging and autopilot responses that harm you and others, and then it offers you the compassion you need to move forward to experience healing and transformation. The Enneagram also helps you to recognize your unique strengths and gifts so that you can invest in yourself and share your voice and talents with others. You were created for a unique purpose, and the Enneagram can help you to live life from your truest self. Now, I've barely scratched the surface on how amazing the Enneagram can be for understanding yourself and transforming into a healthier version of who you've been created to be. The truth is, the Enneagram is like an onion with many layers and aha moments. Now, the first step is an incredible journey to discovering your main type. And in order to do so, watch the next video and I'll show you how.